Hey, I'm Jay Heilman from Christian Music Review. We're here live at Night of Joy 2010 as part of the Momentum 2010 Radio Broadcasters Conference here. And I'm joined by Pocket Full of Rocks. We're going to go around the table and introduce each member of the band. They're going to tell you their name and what role they play in the band.
Okay, I'm Elisa Farron, and I sing backup vocals.
And I am her less than better half, Michael. And I sing, play guitar, play piano, dance, and sometimes.
I'm Jody, and I'm the bass player.
Ryan and guitar.
I'm David, and I bang on tubs.
Well, you guys just released your most recent album called More Than Noise. Why don't you tell us about the record and how it's doing? I love the album. I love the first single that you put on the radio, and I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there that have shared that sentiment of the album. So tell us a little bit about the record and what you were, what was the message you were trying to say? Because Manifesto was your last album prior to that, and it was there was how many years was it between the album? Couple years. Yeah, so just tell us a little bit about More Than Noise and what the takeaway message was from it.
Sure. More Than Noise is really different in that the whole approach was actually different. We come from worship world for the most part. We fit best in worship settings where people are engaged in that moment, pretty vertical. And most of the albums prior to More Than Noise were really a gathering and collecting of little moments of live worship here and there, like spontaneous songs that would happen, and we would take all those things and put them on an album. We'd shape them out, make them full songs, which we loved, and we still have those moments. But More Than Noise was very different in its design, in that the whole process from writing for the album was different, where I actually sat down and wrote with a lot of great guys, co-writing. Then the studio process, we were highly engaged in this one. I guess we got to work with a great producer named Ed Cash, who is one of those rare guys that has a heart for worship, but also has a real ear for pop sensibilities and what commercial markets want. And it felt like a good marry together, that we didn't feel like we were losing the heart of worship that we all kind of are motivated by. And yeah, with that no compromise, and yet presenting it a little more commercially palatable than we probably could producing one on our own, which is what we did with Manifesto. And so a lot of excitement as we rolled into the studio with this one. These guys, they played their hearts out, and we got to do a lot of experimenting, and they're all tone purists, so we actually had the time and the space to actually get the right guitar tones, and all of that stuff went into it, which is not a big deal to a lot of other people, but for us, when you're finally given an opportunity to make the best that you can make it on every level, man, it generates an excitement that you can't really get from anywhere else. And so the message of the songs is still incredibly, some vertical worship moments, but they're also incredibly redemptive. Alive, the first single on the album, is it's a celebration song. At 17, I gave my life to Jesus, and I came alive. That was it. So it's kind of this celebration. And then the second single is Come As You Are, which is just this simple gospel message of redemption, that He loves you like you are. You can't clean yourself up. And it's for believers and unbelievers, even sons and daughters of God, to deal with guilt and shame. And He's just in constant mode of rescuing and restoring. And so the takeaway from the album is still worship and redemption. It's still those two things intertwined, and you can't separate them. And when you find out you're redeemed, you worship. When you worship, you discover a little more of how you're redeemed. It's just this, you can't separate the two for me anyway. And so this has been the most exciting project we've done since we've been in Nashville. I think I can say that. It's 5 years we've been here. This was the most exciting time.
And you guys have been a band for a while. You guys started out as a worship band. Was it back in the 90s?
15 years, last month.
95. So you guys have been around for quite some time, and I know that your music for the album that you released before have been very impactful. In fact, our writer Kevin Davis has actually done behind the song Devotion with you guys. I think for the song from the album. So
I believe I saw that. So
so we're excited for that. Well, anything else you guys want to add? What you guys are doing right now?
We are very, very busy for the rest of this year. We are. I don't think we are home until after Thanksgiving in the sense of being out every week somewhere. We're home every week for a few days at least, but very, very busy. We're out with Todd Agnew for a lot of dates this fall. By virtue of what we do and how long we've been doing this, we kind of have our system of churches and things that we do partner with for one-off events. And so we have that. We have this Todd Agnew thing is going to be a lot of fun.
Todd's awesome. I love
Yeah,
Todd.
in the next few months, we're excited about hanging out with him. So, it'll be fun. Very busy year.
Tell him we said hey.
Absolutely.
Well, joining us from Night of Joy Live, Pocket Full of Rocks. Thank you guys so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you guys.
Thank you so much for letting us visit.
Lots of things, recipes.
Thank you guys so much.